But I know choice is a major theme
Yes.
in the film because it's about four friends and two went one direction and two went the other. So if you were to relate that to acting, how should an actor starting out be conscious of their choices?
I think that every actor's path is different. It's the same way that every actor who approaches material is different. We're not all the same. Some are method, some are technique, some, phone it in. Every actor approaches material differently, and I think that's the same for their career. One thing that my agent, Jaime, currently, who I love, he's a wonderful guy because he understands the business and he understands actors. And he has said to me that when you start out in this business, you should know your casting. You should know what you're good at. And I think a lot of actors just come in and they're like, want to try out for everything. And if you're more specific about your qualities and what you can do when you're starting out, then you'll have more success. And eventually you start to, expand your horizons and your talents and challenge yourself in many different ways. And you see it in a lot of actors. I think Charlize Theron, who, started out as a model, then was, the leading sexy lady in a lot of the films, and then got notoriety, and she started to expand, her career or take her career in different directions, like Monster, huge different direction. Halle Berry, the same. And that's the key. I think we as actors always want to fight the system, want to fight the casting, and they don't know me or anything. But the most important thing is that you should know yourself. And you should know where your strengths lie in the beginning, and trust that your agents and the casting directors know what's up. A lot of times, you may go into the audition and you're just not right for the role. You're just not right. But if you give a great performance, you'll leave an impression on the people in the room that the next time a role comes in that's exactly right for you, they'll remember and they'll bring you back. That happened to me on Star Trek Voyager. I went in for a role that I wasn't right for, but I did such a great job that she remembered me. And then when they were casting a younger version of Chakotay, the character in the show, they called me in, and I was perfect for it. So that's the thing you should always be aware of as an actor, is that someone's watching you, and you should always do your best. Even if you don't like the script, the role, you should always be your best, because you want to leave an impression, and you don't want to lower yourself to the material if it stinks. Just because the material stinks doesn't mean you should. And always be your best. And even if you're like, oh, and I've done that so many times where you'll read what's on the page. I think for the reading room, where I work opposite James Earl Jones, it said that my character was like 6'1", 230 pounds. It said that on the script, and I read it, and you just have to sort of push that away and focus on what you're trying to convey in the scene. What's your job here? And that's what I did, and I changed their perception. They realized, no, the character shouldn't be that. It should be more like Douglas Spain, and I got the job. So always be your best, no matter what the situation is.